and welcome to the Isle of Gaming. It's 8, it's
Hey,
Monday. We're a little late as usual,
excuse me.
and it's time for Dungeons and
Sorry.
Dragons. As always, I am talked over by Aaron as Gareth as the Warlock, Caleb Torren as the Cleric. Gwendolyn will be joining us shortly. She will be Robin as the Wizard, and Justin Rockchild as the Bard. Together, they are the Knaves of Venzor. I'm your Dungeon Master, Cullum Coleman, and welcome to the stream. Last time here on the Isle of Venzor, we had some wonderful shenanigans. The Knaves return to the royal stables and find Astor Orel in something of a frosty argument. Robin's keen eyes recognized a small dragon hiding in the back of the stables. And so, backing out of a rather chilling situation, the Knaves decided to spend the rest of the day drinking. Because apparently, alcoholism is not a problem if you are never sober. Oh, I judge them so hard on
That
this.
is that is very true. If you are never sober, then you are never truly drunk.
No, it is not. Please drink responsibly.
We do. We here at
I have covered it. Please drink responsibly. Let us begin.
Well, don't
Continue
mind if
our
I
read.
do.
So Robin recognized a Fari accent in the dragon's voice, and proceeding to get absolutely high on espresso, followed the Four Swords, the horrifically appearing god of vengeance, all the way out to the Green Devil, who was getting in a little cart, self-propelled, to head on his lovely little way. Robin, having left the rest of the Knaves behind and forgetting that Robin is in fact a wizard and not a rogue, proceeded to attempt to engage the Green Devil. It did not go well. Robin was captured and had something of a conversation with the Green Devil about the seeming Fari elements he has incorporated into a show. Not finding anything useful or any new Fari to, murder, Robin was released into the custody of none other than Sturge, the Cat of Holding, who proceeded to escort them back to the City of Eaverness, where their absence had finally been noticed by the rest of the drunk Knaves, who proceeded to search somewhat in vain for their missing companion. The Knaves have been recently reunited, and in the night, Torren was visited by Don John, who warned him about the appearance of the goddess Kazima, goddess of secrets, and how history has truly begun to repeat itself. After which Robin received a series of Rorschach images in a dream, seemingly from their familiar Rune, who had some strange and somewhat fond communication with the Green Devil the day prior. With that, we pick up. It is a new dawn and a new day and a new life. Oh yes, you are in a you're in a hotel and inn above outside the city of Eaverness. What would you guys like to do? I'm gonna change the date from, it is now Tuesday the 29th of Maris.
So, Torren, I wasn't able to really commune with your god. Are you sure that they're, real?
I saw some weird shit.
Yes, you just must not be commuting hard enough.
So
Calling you a lightweight.
okay, so I guess you and I will have to commune harder next time.
Yes.
What other gods are on this godforsaken planet?
Island.
What's your yeah? What is your whole deal? What do you stand for? Like, what is your deal? If you don't worship the gods here, like, tell me what you are about, and I could possibly give you a god of your own to follow.
I don't know. I'm very. I feel lost in the world. You know, I don't have a home to go back to. I don't have a family to return to. All I ever knew growing up was the carnival, and you see people of every which way, and they're all outcasts. They're all, you know, shunted from their own space. Just kind of how I feel walking through day to day. Like, I don't feel like I fit in anywhere. I don't feel like I belong. I don't feel like I have an identity beyond just, I look at, like, my instruments and, like, play a little tune, like, just my instruments.
We shall find maybe a temple of Carrick, the god of music and craftsmen, or perhaps maybe Nui, the god of stars and travelers, since you are a traveler yourself.
Yeah, Carrick sure does sound dreamy. I wish Gwen was here.
Yes, so
Yes, there's just quietly just a small Eladrin child just slowly growing in rage.
But I feel lost, and I search for the adventure, and I always take the path less traveled.
okay, then maybe the god of traveling, the god that I said before, Nui.
Nui?
You could always sell your soul.
I don't know if I would do that. I hear it has really bad effects on your behavior and your attitude towards things. Like, you know, as a bard, you hear things, and my mentor used to talk about this psychotic being that sold his soul and everyone's souls that they encountered, like, just truly horrific things.
I mean, is that at least you're paying up front when you worship a god. You're just paying afterwards, even if you don't get that good of a deal.
Well, I don't know. I've never had a god before, and you know, I see Torren commune with his god, and you're obsessed with your spirit deity. So, like, I just feel like I need
Archfey.
something. Yeah, whatever they are.
Dang, you got something up for sale. Sturge is just there. Never laugh. Just gone full Cheshire cat on you.
What, like my soul? Is that what you're trying to buy?
Well, if there's a price, there's a price. I don't know. This seems kind of wrong. Is this how you're supposed to make deals?
I don't know. I don't think I could. I would drive a hard bargain, I think.
Well,
How about free dental for life?
God, I take that deal.
Wait, what was it?
How about free dental for life? Remember, Sturge wants to be a dentist.
For fuck's sake, if I could get dental, God,
You mean health insurance?
like decent dental? Like, come on.
yes, I know a man who once sold his soul to a warlock patron, the patron of free healthcare.
Oh.
It's quite good. But we are in the city.
To the company store.
Don John has suggested that we go to the library to learn more about the incident in the water. Don't say it. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, you mean the thing?
Yeah,
And
the thing. We're gonna call it the thing. So maybe we go and learn about this. Maybe we can all find books on other things that you would like. Maybe a god for you.
Wait, is there a god that could, you know, fix, and I'll point to my eyes, like, the color
Honestly,
thing?
I think
A patron god of eye.
That reminds me. Wisdom save each new day.
Oh no! I
Wisdom
should have
save
said
each new day.
anything.
I forgot to do it at the start.
Oh no! No!
So what you're telling me is Rock doesn't need dental.
I need
He needs to
vision.
sell a soul for vision care.
Yes.
What'd you roll?
A 7, 8 with
A 6.
6. Oh, it's a negative one. Wait. Is that?
Yeah, I rolled a 7 minus 1.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the chat and it showed a 7 that 6 that Robin rolled. Oh yeah, okay. 7 minus 1. That's sad.
Yeah. No, it doesn't get better. It doesn't. What do we even have for 3? How do we even have 3 failures in a row? What do we have for that?
Hey, got a
second
vision.
failure.
I pray to you.
Second failure, everything gets, chrome, the monochrome, black and white, sort of pseudo dark vision got darker and darker.
Okay.
Now, there's, basic lanterns. There's basic lanterns, things like that around the room. The metal should be hot. You pick it up, it feels cold in your hand. You're literally holding burning, heated metal, and you don't feel a thing. Your skin begins to hiss, but you don't feel a thing.
The man is living in a noir.
What? Why can't I feel this?
Drop that.
No heat.
Drop.
Yeah, the world. Nothing.
I smack his hand.
Provides.
Bam.
I look. My hand's just singed on the inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roll
Say that's
1d4.
how you find this out.
1d4 damage.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to make you start the day with damage. Just to illustrate that heat. Fire no longer provides warmth and heat.
Hey man, what the fuck?
The thing is getting worse. The thing is, it's progressing. Like, I can't see color, which arguably is probably a good thing because we're all equal.
First stop the. All right, Gareth. I vote that we go find a healer to get his shit checked out. I don't think. What the fuck?
I feel like it's like the friend who like, hey, does this rash look bad? No, you need to get to the hospital like instantly.
I'm gonna.
But he doesn't have healthcare.
I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration. I'll just kind of like give him a wet willy. Just.
Ew. There's
Yeah.
something.
I think I can fix you.
There's nothing very wrong with you. You cast Lesser Restoration on him. Okay. You feel the magic course through you, searching for something that it can devise as foreign or wrong, some sort of condition inflicted on your persons. And it goes through you, and nothing has changed.
Oh no. It's like
The-
trying to
here-
diagnose connectivity issues.
It appears that at the very least, Lesser Restoration cannot differentiate between what is rock and what is this darkness.
Alright, Torren, don't play around this time. Like, that did nothing. Come on, I'm not
Yes.
trying to play around here.
The thing is a bit above my pay grade. No, I cast spell.
Wait, what?
It wasn't strong enough. Oh, I cast a spell.
on you.
Oh no.
I put a spell on
Yeah.
you.
I cast
So,
a spell.
Yeah, let's go find a healer. Let's go into the city, and perhaps we go find a doctor.
You do know about the kobold optometrists outside the city. And if you really want to go there, you can. Or you can go into the city and try and find better help.
go into the city.
Yeah,
I'm
I'd like
okay
to
with
go
that.
into the city.
So we're
Yeah,
not
I
going
mean,
to
I
the
think
kobold
big city has better
optometrist.
healthcare versus.
They might
No.
just try to rip out your eyes and try to put in new ones.
You've got like a vicious definition of kobolds, but I'm gonna write that down for later.
So just to clarify, we are not going to the kobold optometrist.
We are not going to the optometrist.
Okay, good. Because
Go
I
to
don't
the
know if
kobold optometrist.
what.
Do you want to go there?
No. I don't think you remember, but my backstory: my family was slaughtered by kobolds.
You did not tell them that until now.
Oh, I thought no, I
Tell
did.
anyone else in the party that I know this.
No, because when I told them my backstory, I said they were killed by religious zealots.
Yeah, you said they were zealots. You never said those zealots were kobold zealots.
Oh yeah,
This is God. They don't.
yeah. So they were kobold religious zealots that slaughtered my family. So
Kobolds have religion?
those ones did.
Yes, and I understand not wanting to be around other kobolds because all kobolds are the same.
Yeah, no, it's on site with kobolds. On site.
I feel
Okay,
like this
well-
is diving into some dangerous territory.
What are you talking about? They're all little dragon dog sneak thieves.
Yeah.
Have you ever met a kobold?
It's just
Well, we all know Rock did.
Yeah, yeah, Gareth, you really want to say that as I like slowly unsheath my sword?
I guess Don John's gonna get what he wants.
every time.
Don John's
Yeah,
like, it's
I have
happening.
met
It's
a few
happening.
kobolds and they suck. You know, it was just how I was raised. We don't like kobolds.
I was raised in a circus because of kobolds.
Alright.
You said it was fun for you.
The
That sounds-
gnome
I mean,
strangely
other than-
endorses your racism.
What?
The gnome living in your head strangely endorses your racism. And there is a long-standing tradition in D&D of gnomes and kobolds murdering each other.
I have a
So,
traumatic
I
reason
mean,
to hate them.
Alright. So let's try to steer away from kobolds so we don't, I don't know,
On site.
kill
On site.
people who have not wronged us yet. Yes, so we're going to keep your eyes closed. So, alright, good morning. Let's get to it.
Alright. So we are going to head to the gate of the city. Alright. So
Mhm.
you are going to approach because of where you came down. You head along. You pass the notice board with the sign-in sheet for the name days competitions. You head up to the royal stables, and there are the gates to the city and its cyclopean walls. The gates are raised. The outer one is at least. Do you step through?
Are there guards present?
Not outside the walls.
So is it just free-flowing entry and exit, or will we be stopped as we cross through the gate?
You gather there's probably some sort of security measure here, given how anyone you've met is kind of referred to Eaverness as exclusive. Seems right now at least the outer gate is lifted and the inner gate is shut. Sort of like, one can't be opened without the other going down kind of deal.
Okay, then yeah, let's saunter through.
Yeah, it's an airlock system.
I didn't bring my air tank.
Yeah. All right. So do you enter into the Chancellor's Gate?
I will, yes, Don John, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And listen, are you going to do the thing where you hide my mark so I can get into the city and go to the library that you want me to go into?
You kind of, just say something else like, well, that doesn't exactly work all the time. I mean, it didn't really work too much the first time we did it. I can try if you want, but
Yes.
I don't know.
All right. Yes, I would like you to try.
All right, here
Please
we go.
and thank you.
All right. I'm gonna have Don John roll for that because you asked him to. See if we can do a temporal suppression. Okay. He's doing his thing. You don't know whether or not it's successful till you go through the gate.
I am so confident.
Yeah. Hi, Gwen.
Hi, guys.
You made it to us. So the Knaves are about to go inside the Grand City to, go look things up in the library.
Yeah.
Like they promised like 3 months ago.
Also, my vision insurance.
Oh yes, we need to find Rothschild a healer because he can't see and he no longer feels pain from fire.
I don't feel pain or like warmth from it.
Yeah.
Also, we learned that his entire family was killed by kobolds.
I knew that, but
I know,
yeah.
but like in game.
In
Like,
game.
in
Wait, I
game.
thought we already knew that in game.
See, that's what I said.
We knew they were zealots in game. He said zealots both times.
Oh,
And
you
he
know
said
what?
kobold.
It's probably because I was part of the last campaign, so I knew what he was
It's like,
hinting
you
at.
know, yeah,
Okay.
you know the context that he's drawing from for this, which is why you
Yeah.
need more zealot. It's like, no, he only said zealots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
God
because
keeps track of these things as best as God can.
we talked about going to
Thanks,
see the kobold optometrist, but I had a minor breakdown and said that it was on site with any kobolds I saw.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, my character kind of hates everyone that's like Bahari. But your character's just like, no, that entire species.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Well, in my defense, I don't know enough to differentiate different like subspecies or groups of kobolds. Like,
You just didn't have enough education. Is that that's the path we're going down here?
yeah. Well, I mean, that's Rothschild's whole basis is he didn't have a formal education. He's not all that bright. He's just a very charming person.
So, all right. So you, so as the Knaves enter into the Chancellor's gates, the outer gate is lifted, the inner gate is shut. There are no klaxons, no alarms, nothing visibly goes off as you go in. You walk for about probably 15 feet before you reach the other gate. These walls are massive. And when you arrive, there's sort of a face carved into the wall next to the gate that addresses you. Halt! Who seeks entry to the Grand City of Eaverness, present forth their permits of residence.
Who's
I'm going to slap Gareth on the back and whisper in his ear, "You got this, buddy." And there you go. Eagle Splendor. Advantage on charisma checks.
Well, you have no business here. Please leave the gated area immediately.
We do have business. We were given passes into the city, 3 days, I believe.
Present the permits.
I present permits.
You guys, as a collective, gather out the note from the Premier of Line, and how do you present it to this face in the wall?
Can I try and put it in its mouth?
No, I'm just gonna hold mine up so that they can read it.
It's one letter. You have one letter from Premier.
All right, fine. We can do that. I'm gonna attempt to hold it up so they can see it, and I assume that your character Justin is gonna try to grab it and stuff it in its mouth.
I mean,
We both get to do what we want to do.
Yeah, I'll openly
Well,
suggest it. I won't try and shove
ironic-
it down its throat.
Okay.
Ironically. Oh, you don't?
No, I'm not gonna like force my way into its mouth.
In a great deal of irony, you hear a voice. The mouth goes, "In the slot, please."
Yeah.
The only slot visible is its mouth.
So I will take it out of Robin's hand and put it in the mouth like
Absolute
eagerly.
Irony. Rothschild guessed the system right, and no one believed him.
Yeah.
It was just so stupid.
Sometimes that is the key.
I couldn't
That's some
believe it was right.
Gianyu from the Good Place kind of thing.
Right?
The permit goes
Thank
in.
you for getting that.
The permit
Fucking
goes
love
in.
Gianyu.
And
Hell
there is a moment of reading it, and you hear echo out from the mouth 5 times. The permit is slipped back to you with a big stamp on the middle of it, stating rescinded, and 4 other sheets of paper that sort of look like Willy Wonka golden tickets without half the fanfare. Have on them been stamped with like one of those little roller date stamps. Says it's permit of access of the city of Eaverness, and it has been stamped with the following dates. You have access from today, the 29th, to the 2nd of Elephos. If you are found in the city after the 2nd of Elephos, you will be prosecuted.
Illegal residency. Let's go. I claim political asylum. They can't prosecute me.
We don't know if that's a law here.
Yeah.
What are they, monsters?
The gate
Probably.
the gate behind you goes down, and the gate in front of you lifts up. And you notice there might be a little bit of a flaw in this security system. As the gate behind you goes down, the gate in front of you goes up. So that about halfway, they're both open before they close. It's only there for a second, but you notice there might be a way to slip through in the future.
Could I do like a perception or an insight check to analyze exactly how I could break in the future?
I'll just say it because it's the feature is apparent. Basically, you could wait for someone else to try and go through the gate, and when the door starts to open, run through the other door, and then run through the now opening back door. Because at about halfway, as the door into the city goes halfway up, the door back to the outer city goes halfway down. So basically, one can't be open without the other being shut, but both can be jammed about half open. If you timed it right, you could run.
Okay.
At about the halfway mark before the gate shifts. It's only about a second or two, so you'd have to like be dashing at full speed.
And there's no like other guards or another gate beyond this point or anything like that.
No, there is just this gateway. As you step through, you can kind of see there's a door next to the gate leading in, presumably to a small guardhouse where people would have to, go through the door to jump out and try and stop you.
Okay.
But for the most part, like, you get the sense these people are so used to being superior that, security has its flaws and no one has, like, bothered to make a better system.
I
Man, where
love
have
when
I heard
hubris becomes the downfall.
I've
Yeah.
heard the story before. Casually looks at my background.
All right, my background. I completely forgot. I'm totally on top of it today.
Yes. As you head in, you are presented at the gates of the Chancellery with a statue of.
Dick Van Dyke, I knew it.
So you have entered into the Foundry District. Almost immediately, you are surrounded by massive warehouses and smokestacks and other major industrial machines, forges and smithies and anything that you would need to manufacture everything else, carpentry shops, all of it. Standing At the plaza, a little bit behind the gate, there is a small statue on a little pedestal that is in the first plaza you come to. On it stands beautifully painted and decorated in lively colors, a snub-nosed green kobold with markings on her forehead, heavy goggles, smoke, and a blunderbuss. You see here, this is a memorial to Katsarina Uthgarti, uh, lady of the Bog of Frog, and yeah, and and famed inventor.
Ah, beautiful! I love to see my girl thrive, even though we did get kicked out of her wedding. Hey,
I rolled a one.
Happiness.
I rolled a one, and the private campaign things came up again. It's lovely. Ching, 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 ching. Sure, you shout that out. At least 2 passerby hear you over the klaxon of machines and turn and look. I'm gonna roll the D4 for this bit. 1 is a dragonborn. The one of them, they just turn and look at you.
I'll by
Can
by
I roll a
these
history?
people.
Oh, sorry.
By these people, he does not mean you, my skilled friend. He means women. It's
And
okay.
that's another D4. The other one is a woman.
I didn't.
It's an interracial dragonborn couple.
Okay, hold on. I have a question. Wait.
No!
No.
Red
Don't get into
dragonborn
this.
male with half elf female.
Yeah.
It's a red dragonborn male with a half elf female. Not everyone follows the rules of Balazar.
Yeah. Can I roll like history to see if I actually know, like my character knows Katsarina's story?
Certainly, roll a history check to see if you know about Katsarina for the sake of the entire audience.
11.
11. Not much. You are from a very much a fresh coastal type environ in the Fey. What is wrong with my hood today? I don't know. There we go. We shall do this stuff.
I feel like you wouldn't have that reaction knowing her backstory.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no for that. Yeah, no. I will say I'm gonna say no on that for the time being. You don't really know a lot there, Robin. However, you with the 11, you recognize Bog of Frog as you know of the territory it's referring to, as it calls her Lady of the Bog of Frog. That is a very minor Feywild principality and domain, or I should just say Fey domain. It's primarily swamp, hence the name. But yeah, that's what you gather. It's like, it's another watery Feywild dominion.
Yeah.
Not really associated with you, not nearly as powerful as your people or the Faray.
Would I have any sort of sense on like if she was kind of like a terror in association with what Eldris's cult was like, or would I have an idea of like her being, kind of associated with like a different temperament in ruling as the Lady of the Bog?
You gather she's associated with mechanical things and inventions from the statue. Unfortunately, her history check is very low.
Yeah, okay.
History
Robin...
did good by her.
Robin is kind of gonna go up to Justin. I forgot the name of your character. I'm so sorry.
Rockchild.
Rockchild, yes. Robin is gonna go up to Rockchild and be like, if it's any consolation, she just seems to be the nerdy inventor type. I don't think she would have been one to go out and murder people like the kobolds, you know.
But you see the gun in her hands, the blunderbuss?
Yeah, well, you know, that doesn't mean that she is, you know, a gunslinger and murdering people. It just might mean that she really likes.
I just want to have like a panic attack and start hyperventilating, like freaking the fuck out.
To, like, calm them down and try to like bring logic into this.
If you think about it, religious people are just really nerdy people about a god.
I'm gonna say no on that one.
Yes, but there are nerdy inventors who invent bombs and things.
Yeah, I've heard about a group like that.
Oh.
John immediately goes in your head like, see? The darkness is spreading. It's turning them all against you. You have to strike now, kill the orc.
God damn it.
You gotta add a little bit more chaos. I'm not here to help.
But yeah, I will attempt to try and help calm Rockchild down, as I definitely understand like a traumatic panic attack. But I'm probably not doing the best thing by trying to bring logic into this.
Rock, have you tried calming down?
Calming down? Can I just like run off, like use my dash speed and just leave? Like
is there any particular direction you try to go, like left, right, further into the city?
Whatever the like nearest like main thoroughfare, I just want to run down.
All right, you take off at breakneck speed through the city. The heavy clang of industrial machinery and whir of woodworking materials, smithies, forges, and all of that quickly drowns out your footsteps.
If he starts running, that'll quickly wear him out. I'll fix him. Exercise is a good solution to a lot of mental issues.
I'm gonna look at Rune and I'll be like, Rune, could you please follow him and keep an eye on him, please?
The streets go increasingly crowded as you run along. Please have a perception check from Rune to follow him successfully, as he is dashing through carts. So he's not too hard to see, but it's also like 100 people.
Do you think he'll be fine?
No. I am solidly no.
What are the chances he runs into a kobold?
Pretty high, probably. As they do have a kobold as like memorialized. I would say we should probably try and approach him. Maybe a one-on-one might be better than all of us shouting at him, but I do think he needs our help. Should I use echolocation as their perception check?
If you would like to, you may roll with advantage. However, it'll be slightly harder to perceive him using echolocation on account of the fact that you're looking for the shape of you're looking for a Rockchild shaped hole on the bounce back. Of others of human shaped holes. So you'll get an advantage on the check, but it'll also be a higher DC. As opposed to just trying to watch the man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. What skill is perception again?
Wisdom. Yeah, push the wisdom button.
Telling someone who's having a panic attack to calm down doesn't seem like the best idea.
15, but if you gave me an advantage, it would be 21.
15 is enough to track him for the most part as he moves through. There's not that many guitar wielding orcish people running at breakneck speed through a crowd of industrial workers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ting, ting. After about a minute or two, what do the rest of the knaves do while he's running through the streets?
I'm doing literally nothing because I refuse to. So hold on, let me do this in character. Robin, Gareth. I think we either wait here, or we go to the specified location that we said we were going to go to, and Rothschild is an adult, so he can meet us there if he wants.
Child, run after the bard. We'll go to the
Is there
library.
something else you would like to do?
Oh, you're cutting out a little bit. I don't know if it's just me.
No, I'm seeing it too.
No, no.
Okay. Could you repeat that last part, Caleb?
Or is there something else we would like to do?
All right.
I mean, the child could run after the bard. We could go to the library.
Was the child not the one that was
No,
supposed to go look through the archives,
But
having their
don't
background?
you remember?
Oh, right, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you remember literally yesterday when someone decided to go run off by themselves and got kidnapped?
You
I
know,
think
in my defense, I would just like to say, in my defense, Torren, my emotions were running high, and I thought rather foolishly, but I still thought, you know, I could do this. I
mean-
could kill this dude, and I honestly think you should be proud of me for even attempting to murder him in revenge, right? And Rob's just gonna have like puppy dog eyes so that they don't get scolded.
I can't do that. No, I am very proud of you for your first attempted murder. First attempted assassination. You have killed a few, but
What's the difference between murder and assassination?
Motive.
Yeah, isn't assassination politically
I
motive?
don't know. Blood is blood. Blood is blood.
I set out to murder
So-
him. I did not set out to murder the other people. That was more of an in the moment decision. Yeah.
Yes, self-defense. Okay, why don't you get your bat, and then maybe the bat can lead him back here. Well, we'll just wait for him.
So this conversation is unfortunately cut short, as in the direction which Rothschild ran off, well, at first the ground shakes beneath you.
That's a great
Yeah.
sign.
There is a massive flash of light and sound from where, in the general direction Rothschild ran off, and then massive towers of black smoke.
Oh god, he found
Rothschild.
some kobolds, didn't he?
Rothschild, as you run through the streets, clang, 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 and an entire factory about 20 yards up from you explodes, throwing you back to the ground. You are momentarily deafened,
Mm-hmm.
and as you get to your feet in like the ashes and smoke, people are lying in the street dead. A man comes running out of the factory. His back is on fire, just screaming.
Can I-
There is a massive explosion in the forges ahead of you.
Can I try and
traumatizing him?
Can I try and rescue some people from the debris, like the nearby survivors who are clearly still alive? Can I try and pull them out?
Sure.
Wow, he stepped out of that real quick.
Sure. You get up. You rush in. Make me an athletics check to try and like dig through the rubble quickly to get people who might be stuck.
Oh, come on!
9. You creak and pull and you pull and like you can see there's arms sticking out of you. Pull and you're there for almost half a minute just trying to pull other people. First responders are coming. Number of guardsmen. You do manage to shove the rock aside, only to find that it has in fact crushed the dwarf beneath it.
Oh,
I figure we better run over there and help.
Yeah, I honestly, my first thought was that Robin's first thought is that Rothschild caused this due to a trauma response, so they're just gonna run there further to try and stop them.
yeah.
And then,
Are there kobolds in the factory? Like, obviously you know what I'm doing out of character, but like, are there any kobolds just like laying in the debris?
Make a perception check to kind of survey the area and dead bodies now that the adrenaline has run off. You know, guardsmen are rushing in. 18. You survey the bodies. Dwarven, human, gnomish. A lot of sort of peoples typically associated with mechanics and invention are there. There are also a number of others. There's one satyr who is, bloodied, missing like half a horn and some of his face being tended to. Some dragonborn. Something that you gather at one point might have been Yonti. And about 2 or 3 small scaled bodies near the back of the gorge. They are heavily charred.
I just want to like fall down to my knees and just break down sobbing, having just like witnessed numerous people die in front of me in a tragic accident.
And for once, you're not the cause of it.
You don't know that yet.
No, I'm saying this out of character. I'm just trying to be witty.
Yeah.
No, Robin's gonna come up fully expecting this to be your fault as a trauma response. So if you're just sitting there also traumatized, you might get some...
Yeah.
Well, like, I'm sitting there on my knees bawling in front of a charred factory with dead bodies scattered all around me.
This is that
It could
Simpson
be guilt.
meme. It's the Simpson meme where Marge goes, "Bah! I'm right here." Oh, sorry, force of habit.
As the rest of the knaves run up, you see dozens of guardsmen cordoning off the area. The smoke and fires are down. They are desperately trying to give medical attention to people, but there's more people who need medicine than there are guards, and a number of them are like dedicated to crowd control at the time, meaning even fewer people are receiving medical help. And you see Rothschild has climbed atop some of the rubble and is crying.
Wait, while I'm doing that, can I actually cast Healing Word and try and heal one of the people in front of me?
Certainly you may. You may reach out and cast Healing Word.
Okay.
Yeah, you cast Healing Word for 8 points. It does a little bit mends like some of the satyr's face back together. He still can't see out of the one eye. His horn is still missing, but, he's no longer Two-Face.
Yeah, oh, no. Just, yeah.
He feels it and he turns to you, and at this moment you see his outfit's a little different than most of the other people. It's been, charred, cut, bloodied, it's been through hell in this fire. But he's a foreman. As opposed to the workers. He sort of turns and goes, "Oh, you there. You ain't one of mine."
No.
You ain't one of them's either.
I just got into town and I was walking down the street when your factory blew up, so I was trying to help, people because I saw that there was clearly an accident. What happened?
That's a good... you might actually listen then. These lots, they've known it's coming the whole time. They don't listen to none of it. It's the Gremlins. The damn Gremlins.
Gremlins?
Out here eating up everything, tearing it through. We've had accidents every day for 2 weeks. Look at them lugs. They don't care about nothing. Had 100 men in here. It's barely 34.
Well, it looks like you got bits of some others.
I like how this satyr's like from Brooklyn.
I mean, to be fair, I just witnessed something traumatic, so I imagine, like, the sense of humor is just gonna, like, eerily...
Say shit like stage. Yeah, do it.
That's why you stick to a strict eating schedule, not after midnight.
So I do want to ask him...
Damn god bastard. And, he was good enough to run in here. Maybe you'd be good enough to help.
Well, so you want me to try and find these gremlins and stop them?
It's not already too late. It just sort of looks around. We got 8 more factories in this district.
Oh man. Now, question for you: what's with the statue of the kobold with the gun?
Not the time or place.
The hell's wrong with you? All right,
Alright.
this here is the military engineering district. Best siege weapons in all of Venzor. We outfit the ships, we outfit the walls. All right. That there lady over there is our lady of war. First kobold ever to make a mechanics capable of taking down an entire city. And the gods too, so
Are
appease them.
are all kobolds military focused?
They're people like any other. We had a few working here. He looks back towards the charge.
Oh no! My eyes will widen.
Yeah, they was janitors, those three.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
There was janitors.
Good folks, janitors. We appreciate those who clean up.
At what point does the rest of us come up to the scene of carnage?
So
and
you came up to the scene of carnage while Rockchild was on his knees. There are currently guards keeping the crowd back. You'd have to get through them to get to Rockchild. You see Rockchild is now having a conversation with the satyr.
Alright.
This looks really bad.
Rockchild would say, but partly because... But, I'm just going to, I'm going to rush the guards. Please let me through. I can heal some of the hurt folk. If you could, I'm a cleric. Please, I can do some good here.
I'm gonna also run up and say, I can find the wounded. Let me help search.
I'm also gonna use my spare the dying ability.
He kind of looks at you and looks at this your crew.
At me?
No, at Torren.
Oh.
No.
Because Torren is the one wearing a clerical a clerical emblem.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we are adventuring group. Today's Venzor. We have paperworks, but I could give you the fucking paperwork, or I could maybe heal people.
He's shut. He waves up. Cleric unit coming through. Break wave. You see the two guys next to him immediately grab and shove the few people that were gawking in front of you. Go through. And he shoves you through, and then immediately shoves the people back and reforms the line, keeping what is now a sizable crowd of humans and other people's back. You get there's about 24 guards on site. Half of them are holding back what is now over 100 people.
Cool.
So they are severely outnumbered by the gawkers and just desperately trying to maintain order.
Alright.
Gareth, round up people near me. I have 10 minutes to cast Dispel. Get people here to me. Spare the dying. Robin, do what you can do. And
Alright. I'm gonna use message to find people.
I'll use prodigitation to create arrows in the sky to show where to or on the ground to show where a pathway for people to come.
Yeah. So.
Yo, guys, if we weren't murdering adventurers, we'd make a really good rescue team.
Listen, we only murder when it's absolutely necessary, except for you, who killed out of rage or attempted to kill.
Revenge.
So, Robin, I want high-low.
High-low. Low.
Low. Here we go.
How low can
48. You just barely got low. Fortunately for Robin, most of the rubble is not thick enough to block message, allowing you to recover a further 7 people from the wreckage that would have otherwise probably have gone unnoticed until it was too late for them.
Cool. I'm going to be coordinating with Gareth and some of the other guards in showing them where to go and notifying them of their injuries.
And I'll just be grabbing people. I'll be moving rubble under the things.
Yeah. You all work fairly well. Your efforts save save a good
Countless
number
lives.
of these people as it comes down. The happy xylophone is, of course, still continuing to play because why wouldn't we be having a good time in Fire and Blood and Death?
Because that's how the Knaves of Venzor operate. That where we go, that just follows.
This is just a Tuesday.
Yeah.
For
Well,
us.
it's Well,
It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday, the 29th of Maris.
I
oh,
told
jeez.
ya.
I don't know days. I don't even know what day it is today, other than the fact that
Today.
Justin just said it.
However, today is Monday, and you are watching Nile of Venzor.
But da da da.
Dude, I took a nap on the train. I'm all out of sorts.
Yeah, also known as we watch Gwendolyn drown her entire Coke budget for the month.
I've already had 3 of these. It's not enough.
Oh,
So now I wonder what the party's thinking. They walk up on me on my knees in front of the site. They see me talk to a foreman and like rescuing people.
I think Rock just found religion.
No, I think he's
Yeah,
feeling
I think
real
Rock-
guilty for probably killing people thinking that they're
I think
kobolds.
Rock-
I have nothing
Rock
to
just
think
pulled a
of that.
Kaczynski.
I feel much
So-
better.
So I heal
his new patron goddess,
after 10 minutes. I
Solanas.
heal 6 creatures, 14 hit points. So I will choose. If you can bring me 6
Yeah.
unconscious, I'll bring 6 unconscious
Yeah.
back to
They
14.
the Knaves managed to pull 7 people out of the rubble, so you are able to heal 6 of them
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay.
Which is
Yeah.
pretty good since after the initial blast, only 34 of the 100 people in the factory were accounted for.
Now, does
Yeah.
anyone else in the party notice the charred figures in the back?
Yes,
I can do a
everyone can
perception
see.
check.
Everyone can see the corpses. The smoke is alleviating.
Oh no.
There are corpses everywhere, including 3 kobolds.
Robin is just gonna slowly walk up to Rockchild and in a low voice be. Now, I understand that sometimes we have so many emotions that we act on impulse, and I'm so glad that you feel such remorse
Wait.
and are helping these victims. But we do need to have a talk about maybe not murdering. And
Wait.
factory.
What are you on about?
It's really funny considering just a day ago they just tried to do the same thing.
The hypocrisy, but that was one person in an isolated field.
Robin, what are you talking about? I didn't kill anyone.
You did not cause this explosion, and I'm gonna look for Rune, call him here, and him be. He didn't do this. Are you sure?
No, I was running down the street and the thing blew up right in front of me, and then I see a bunch of people start screaming and I see limbs flying everywhere. So I do the first thing anyone would do and I start running in to try and help people, and that satyr guy over there is the foreman. Apparently these places have been blowing up a lot. They have a thing called Gremlins here, and it's been causing a lot of issues. They've been eating everything. But I was just walking and the place just fucking blew up.
Robin is going to be slightly suspicious of that statement and look to Rune to see if that's all true and kind of get a.
I will roll
Insights
persuasion
from
if you
it.
need me to persuade.
Rune is vouching for him.
Rune is vouching for him.
Really consistently.
Okay, well, I did not know this. So Robin's gonna be. To be what? I knew you weren't gonna. Yeah, great job. They're gonna pat Rockchild's shoulder and go up to Gareth and Torren and be like, "No, he actually didn't cause this. Apparently, it's something else."
I will walk up to
Wow.
the group and I will say, though, I talked to the foreman, though, and those bloody kobolds are a warmongering society. They are worshiping that god over there, I guess is what he called her. And
No, he didn't call her a god.
no.
He did not.
Okay.
He said he said the gods like her, so we get good with her.
Yeah, basically, like, she's in the
Got the
favors of the
gods
gods, but she makes weapons for the military and has a whole area of kobolds that are warmongers.
Never mind, you didn't make progress. I'm so sorry.
I will say this is a fact. But guns kill people. Guns themselves kill people. And that is a fact. So therefore, the kobolds who make the guns are making the killing machines.
Thus, are warmongers.
Would the military not? Doesn't every species have a military? Robin is just trying to make up for the fact that they were just such an asshole to the Green Devil for having a body accent.
Oi! Less chit chat, more saving people.
Yes.
The foreman.
Listen, if you look at this explosion. Go ahead, Colin.
The foreman like butts in. Excuse me, friends. I've lost his accent now. Damn it!
It was like a
Brooklyn.
Just say pizza.
I'm
walking here.
Coffee.
Anyway, if you don't mind,
Tony.
my friends here, these folk ain't gonna do shit about it. We've got 7 more factories. You wouldn't mind taking a little look, finding what exactly causing all the damn gremlins.
Yes. I
Seeing
think
as how this is escalated beyond just simple mechanical failure.
We're already here on assignment, though. We only have 3 days. And I'm gonna look to like Gareth and Torren and be like, we cannot take another job, guys.
Unless you can extend us.
Can you extend us?
Yeah, like if you could give me some level of residency.
I'll try to find one of the guards.
I'm cool with solving some
Just
domestic
kinda, like, wave them
terrorism
over.
cases.
You wave over 2 of the magistrates who are conferring. Their uniform is fairly light. Like usually these people, have some sort of armor on. These ones don't. You gather it's like whoever was in the area just picked up. Off-duty officers have run onto the scene.
Yeah. I don't mean to interrupt, but I'll pull out my short pass.
Mm-hmm.
We are here on assignment. We only have a few days, but I would like to speak for the Knaves, but we would be willing to help with this investigation. I don't know if we could help under such short circumstances, but this is terrible what has happened.
They kind of they kind of leave extra, and then like that'd be for Captain. Captain comes up. He is a burly, heavily maned Leonin. Scars on his cheek. This is a big dude seen combat kind of type. Let's investigation. No investigation. They've been negligent for 2 weeks, maybe more. That's all this is. There's no investigation.
Actually, so I don't mean to speak out of place, but there have been some signs of tampering with the factories, and if you just give us a couple of days, we can solve this crime, and I guarantee you we'd find a solution beyond just standard negligence.
The only crime is the Mercatari cutting corners again.
Mercantari?
Mercantile?
Mercatari.
Yeah. Can I roll for persuasion to see if I can convince him that, like, we can try and solve a crime? Like, that there is a crime to be solved?
He sort of just waves you off like, you want to look around, you do it on his dime.
Can I try and convince the foreman to, like, extend our passes to, like, employ us?
Foreman says, I don't have the authority for that.
Well, then...
I've got near enough authority for that, but look, the Confederation's good on its debts, and you solve this, you prove that I'm right, I'll see to it you get paid well.
The issue is we have 3 days in the city, Is there a way we could extend the passes? Find work that would temporarily extend us? Like,
Not necessarily. Not without going far up the chain. But I'd say then just work quickly. And if you're in, take this. And he sort of like pulls a medal off his chest.
okay.
Take this to the other factories.
Okay.
They'll know enough to let you through, even without the paperwork.
Now,
You guys want to split up and Gareth and Rockchild go search the Gremlins, and then Robin and Torren check the archives?
Yeah, I think first we should, I don't know, maybe find a temple. Maybe, I don't know which one specific. I think a temple of, I had it pulled up.
so I do want to go to the archives.
Yeah, I think we should find a temple of Radivist, God of Hope, and maybe see if they could help you. Because, like, dude is fucked. And
Yeah.
then maybe...
Otherwise, we go underground and we just try to avoid persecution. We could see if there's a tunnel system or sewers that we can navigate the city through without being caught.
I mean, the city seems
Let's try
pretty
not
lax.
to-
So maybe
like
we could try and do both.
supermarkets.
But I want to search the archives and I want to see if there's any more information about these kobolds.
I thought we were. Wait.
Okay.
I know
thought we
you
were
guys have your own
searching-
message. We have the
Okay.
message. Yeah. No, I just also like a while we're there kind of thing.
Okay. Point of order, should we go try to heal Rock before it gets any worse?
We should probably heal Rock, yeah.
Yeah, I am fucked.
As
Yeah.
far as we know, he's just descending into madness and really just wants to kill kobolds.
Well,
Yeah.
not that I want to kill kobolds, but like to explain the character's frame of mind, like there was a really traumatic event, and like I'm starting to see flashes of the past. Like the more I understand, the less aggressive I'll be, I think.
DM, can we start making our way towards, I don't know, can we ask your guard, is there any temples around, preferably one of Temple of Radivist?
Let me get up the map and direct you to the correct quarter. I need Venzor.
Oh dear.
Why did I put everything in alphabetical order? Ectus immigrant. Sure. He's gonna point you. He's gonna tell you to head westward, which around the corridor. So westward, northwest to head towards what is known as the Immigrant Quarter, which is the primary residential district of Eaverness. It's also where most of the basic services for people who live here are, as opposed to, you know, the actual working districts like the foundry that you're in. So it's like you're probably going to find what you're looking for out there. And you are looking for specifically a minor god, the god of hope, Radivist, right? He is a sainted, not an ascendant. So, yes.
I mean, if I can do a roll to figure out who would probably be the best shot of healing someone of like something of this nature.
Yeah, sure. You can roll a religion check to
But
see.
Caleb thought.
Yeah.
Caleb thought they would probably be the best. But I'll
it's like if you're looking for a sainted god, it's probably gonna be, you know, a different temple than just a temple to the nine, as you know, which are much more common.
Oh, a religion check. Oh boy.
Passion.
There's Torren in the corner. That's his time in the spotlight, losing his religion.
Listen, I know one god. That's all I need to know about.
There you go.
You probably forgot all the rest already.
Listen, alcohol doesn't really help the memory.
Yeah. Yeah. Religion 8. Radovis is your best idea so far. Problem is, you have no idea what a temple to him would ever look like. As he wouldn't necessarily be found in the Temple to the Nine, which would just be featuring the main 9 ascendant gods. Radovis is a minor god. You're not sure what a specialized temple to him or his master, Temerin, I believe.
All right,
would look like.
so I know where like I can find the Temple of the Nine, correct?
Yeah, you'd know a Temple of the Nine on site.
Okay,
you
then I'll just
go,
then I'll
and
just
the, and
do
the guard
that.
told you which way to go. However, you wouldn't really know, like, a temple specifically to Temerin or specifically to Radavast would look like, because it's not
So
your
after
guard.
about 20 minutes, after about 20 minutes, I go, I'm sure the night will decline. So I'll take him to the Temple of the Nine, because I was like, yeah, it was a good idea. I've heard stories, but I don't know anything else.
Could we ask directions of the people inside the quadrant that we're in?
If you'd like, you can ask around, or you can go to a Temple of the Nine. No problem whatsoever.
Ooh, let's go to a Temple of the Nine.
Temple of the Nine.
I'll ask as we're going to the Temple of the Nine.
Mm-hmm.
Because that'll allow me to browse the different gods and see which one I want to believe in.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally you would believe in all of them. It's just more about...
It's a pantheon.
It's more about which one you dedicate yourself to.
Yes. I mean, obviously I believe in all of them, but there's one that believes in me and one that I believe in.
Bold to assume they believe in you.
I was about to say, that's an interesting take.
Someone has to. Nobody else does.
Why
Well,
don't
We
you
can't put
just
that
learn
on
to...
other people.
Can we
Why
get a
don't you just
flashing
learn-
right of, like, IRL? There, IRL Justin.
Yeah, why can't you just learn to believe in yourself? Stop being so selfish. Believe in yourself.
Because I don't
Damn.
exist.
Coming out.
It's the
Coming out of my cage,
Did you
and I've
not
been
been
doing just fine.
Gotta be down.
All right, sure. So you walk through. You can start asking. Most people are relatively unhelpful. As you
Assholes,
gather,
I'm a lost child looking for a god.
as you gather, like, most people have a very basic relationship with the deities.
Mhm.
Temple of the Nine is usually all they need, unless they're in, like, severe crisis, and you're mostly just directed to ask a priest at the Temple of the Nine, for who you might specifically need.
Perfect. I want to consult the priest.
Alright, fine.
Certainly. You come to a Temple of the Nine, and it is the one you find is a rather lovely bit of architecture. It's lifted up
Ooh.
on a platform with, like, 9 steps leading up to it. Then set of double doors open into a circular building, hauled with marble. A oculus in the center allows light to pass along the walls with the time of day. And there are 9 alcoves, each with a statue in it. The light is currently shining on none other than the god 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the god Shog, a androgynous, bulky, log-like humanoid with bark skin and a flourishing canopy of leaves for hair. The facial features are soft and narrow, with saplings, fruits, and gourds laid at its feet.
Oh my gourd.
This god, even compared to the other gods, is massive. Like, most statues of the gods here are, like, 8, 9 feet tall, larger than, life. This one's closer to, like, 15.
Dang.
We love the androgynous forest creatures. I love it.
I can't imagine who that guy was made for.
There is Siog. He is, of course, the god of forests and agriculture.
Yeah, this is a different forest god that we met in the forest, right?
You have
Or is
not,
it the same one?
You have
No,
not
there
met
isn't.
You have not met a forest god here.
There is a forest god that's supposed to live in the forest that we found the blackening, but it's not.
Don't say it out loud.
No, this is table
We're
talk.
not. This is
Yeah.
table talk.
This is table talk.
I know, but it's like Voldemort.
Supposedly, Siog is said to dwell in the Caltech forest. You have not encountered him.
We did not
however,
encounter him.
He is supposedly, different gods are supposed to be in different places. Like Maudlin is supposed to be around the coast. Siog is supposed to be in Caltech. No one knows where the hell Eldris is supposed to be because he's chaos.
That makes sense. Oh, wait, so did they think that they, like, angered the god? Is that why I'm remembering him?
And Cullum, I know exactly where Eldris would be.
I don't.
Awful.
Shut up.
Blowing up the factory.
No, I will send you a text message where I think he would be.
You were there was they were offering the lumberjacks several months ago were offering sacrifices to Viz, who is supposed to be the deity that intercedes between mortals and Siog when things are going wrong.
Oh, okay.
They were sacrificing to the goddess of plenty to please tell Siog to come and make the forest safe again.
Okay.
Siog mostly just wanders around the woods being a woodland tree thing and doesn't actually come out that much.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That is the connection. Yeah, and it took me a moment to work back. What were you doing at that time?
Right. I'm just like, oh, this is so far back, and I'm like trying to remember, but it sounds cool. Okay.
Each of the 9 gods are there. The air is mostly silent. Marble flooring. You just walk in. You can look around. You can look at any of the 9 gods if you'd like, or attempt to find someone to talk to. There are a few people kneeling before different statues in various places.
Can I browse all the statues and look at all the gods? Do a circle to...
Certainly. So starting from the door going to your left, the first god of the Ascendant 9 you see. And you notice they're arranged in a very specific order. This is Temerin, you would know. Torren, you would know. This is the Order of Gathering. This is the gods in the order that they came together to form the Ascendant 9. The first god on your left is the god of winter and chaos, Eldris. A dragonborn male in heavy armor, his arms outstretched with a halo situated behind his head. I thought you'd love that one the most, knowing what an asshole he was in real life.
You okay, Gwen?
She's cursing us out.
I can't hear you. Yeah.
Is kicked in, so we can't hear a word. She's gonna kill us.
That is hilarious. Okay.
I am. The next time I see you, I'm kicking you in the shin.
As you should.
Why? What did I do?
I just want to see it happen.
Don't worry, I promise not to break you. Only a little bit.
Okay, so Eldris has the crown and is the god of winter and chaos?
Yeah. The second god is the god of dreams, prophecy, and madness. It's a god with which you all have some familiarity now. It is the god Karamikos, a short, round Kenku male with ivy-coated ram's horns, his arms outstretched, a shepherd's crook in his right hand, and 2 pairs of wings protruding from his back.
Wait, Torren, I don't see alcohol listed on his things.
God of dreams,
this
prophecy,
is a
and
place
madness.
of worship. Their kids come, so they have to make it, PG.
But
That's
okay.
literally never stopped anyone before.
So Torren just uses heavy alcohol to dream of Kirimikus.
Don't think about it too hard.
Well, Kirimikus won't visit me. That's part of the problem.
Yeah, I don't think you are Kirimikus material.
In the third alcove, you have your first goddess. The goddess of storms and the sea, Maudlin. You see a young human girl in a simple dress, her arms at her side, palms outward, barefoot, with a featureless face covered by long, dark hair. At her feet are some sort of depiction that you gather to be either waves or tentacles.
She sounds awesome.
Yeah. Apparently, this is a semi-eldritch deity.
Yes.
The fourth god you come to, this one, almost situated directly across from the door as you're about halfway through, is the god of war, stars, and travelers, Nui. Here we have a human male in his 30s wielding a sickle above his head, dressed as a janissary. A shield is on his left arm, and a constellation is painted across his face. The fifth god is the god of music and craftsmen, Carrick.
Oh,
An elven man with white hair and a mask, holding a wooden mallet, hammering a longsword on an anvil of stone. Stringed instruments lay at his feet.
The anvil's not the only thing I wish Carrick was hammering.
Keep my husband's name
Robin. Robin specifically. I would like for Robin to please roll for me a quick history check.
Gwen's over here having a Will Smith moment.
Yeah.
17.
Aaron, you missed all the back and forth between me and Gwen.
Robin, you have a moment of absolute horror.
Cool.
As you can see, the sword being hammered, its handle has a sort of dragon-esque shape to it.
Mm-hmm.
The same shape that you saw on the mystic longbow, that the sword that turned into a longbow that the Green Devil was wielding against you.
Oh, it's a Counter-Strike blade.
It is very, very similar, and you begin to gather pieces of who might be associated with Fari.
Wait, Colum, do the Ascendant 9 have the Counter-Strike blades?
Well, the Counter-Strike blades are 5.
There are 5 of them, and from the previous campaign, but not in this one, that Eldris did wield a Counter-Strike blade at one point in his life.
Well, and I know Carrick did as well, which is why he's hammering it. That's where my connection. Yeah.
Yeah, the form of creation. Your character doesn't really know too much about this, but that's just the association for Robin of just, oh shit.
The betrayal that I, as a player, feel, and the betrayal that I, as Robin, feel, he is supposed to, how to us.
I
I'm just gonna have
love
a
the
slight panic. Also, how dare you make the husband of my last character be one of the reasons for my new character's trauma?
That's Colum in a nutshell.
I know, I just wish you would have warned me.
You do realize that both of our tragic backstories are linked to the actions of our past characters.
I'm just Palpatine, just laughing while I electrocute you guys.
I am the sentence.
Yeah, that's all I am.
Actually,
all right.
I do want to pray to one of the gods.
Yeah, sure. There are several more.
Okay.
As there are 9, we've done 5.
Okay, let's continue.
Next is the goddess of fire and light, Emmer. A human woman with wild red hair and an unforgiving face. On her brow a crown, leather armor and long, open-cut sleeves. In her right hand is a quarterstaff, and her left foot is stepping forward.
Ooh.
Yep, that is the goddess of fire and light.
She sounds beautiful.
Yeah, she sounds badass.
Yeah.
What are you doing in my search history?
Aaron,
Ne-
I gotta show you my last character.
Oh no.
No. Next is the god of wealth and conquest, Bellephon. A red-skinned male tiefling with a forked tail and goat horns, grinning in black plate armor. His hands clasp a scimitar pointing towards the ground. We already did Siog, the god of forests and agriculture, an androgynous, bulky, log-like humanoid with bark skin and a flourishing canopy of leaves for hair. Facial features are soft and narrow. Saplings, fruits, and gourds abound at his feet. And finally, we come to the 9th god. We have the god of time and fate, Temorin. A simic hybrid male with red striped skin and a second pair of hulking crab arms in addition to a humanoid pair. His head is bald with pointed ears. Dangling from his belt are 2 hooded lanterns. The light from one resembles an hourglass, and the light from the other resembles an eye. These are the Ascendant 9.
Can I pray to 2 of the gods?
Yeah, sure, you can go before each statue and pray, or you can, like, sit in the middle and pray to whoever you like.
Okay, because I would like to pray to Carrick for his blessing as a musician and, like, as a god of music. And then I also want to pray to Eldris because I noticed that he's a dragonborn and kobolds, and in my mind, the kobolds represent chaos. So I'm just making the assumption that they are linked, and I will ask him why, like, what is the backstory with the kobolds? Like, why are they the way that they are? Can you explain more?
Make a religion check.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Prayers. Make a religion check to pray.
Jesus. Oh, no.
8.
Why do I have such bad luck?
Hey God, it's me again, I guess. You just leave the most rambling, incoherent boomer voicemail for somebody trying to figure out how to pray.
Oh, God.
Hey God, it's me.
Yeah, like, I've never done this.
Rock.
Child, I'm an orc. I'm here with my friends, and Eldris, there's been a bunch of history with me and kobolds, and I wanted to ask you, like, what's their deal? Like, I see a statue of one, and, like, I have some history with. Just continue on. Just.
Yeah.
Wait, is he
It's
saying
really
like?
long. It gets cut off at the beep.
Yeah, I call back again.
Yeah.
It's just as long.
Yeah, have to reintroduce yourself. We have a good time to call back.
Hey, it's Eldris, or it's Rothschild again.
Usually available in the mornings.
So is he saying this prayer out loud?
Oh, that would
Yeah,
be
I
hilarious.
assume he is praying verbally.
Because he doesn't really know how to properly.
Yeah, I don't know how to
Yeah,
do it, so
there
you
you
see
go.
me like do something like this and like, yeah.
There's other there's like priests and priestesses, also kind of like looking around, like we're just standing
Yeah,
here as Rock is on his knees praying. We're just like,
Robin
yeah.
is
Yeah.
gonna go up to Carrick's statue, very close, and look at it with just an immense amount of hate and betrayal, and just whisper to the statue, "How dare you?" And like realization of what's happened, and that's all they're going to say. And then they're
Statue.
gonna go look for a priest to go heal Rock as he's verbally leaving a boomer voice.
As you get up close and personal with the statue and say your piece, he has a wily smile. You don't know if that was there before or not, but it does.
I want to go up to one of the nature god Orlakis.
You want to go to the god of forest and agriculture.
Yeah.
So that's Shog.
Shog, yeah. I'm gonna go up to Shog. You'd be like, so, I hear you like trees.
You are met with the silence of the woods.
But if a tree falls in the woods...
It's literally a stone statue.
Like, can you help us with this forest problem? I don't know how to pray. The only deity-like creature I've been around is one I can actually talk to.
I love how you two are like trying to pray, and I've threatened a god.
I mean, I'm not so much praying. I'm just kind of like asking kind of like a direct question.
I hope while this is all happening, Torren's just drinking from the flask, like getting shit-faced to try and talk to Kiramikus.
Because again, in my situation, the godlike being that I'm usually normally around, I can just talk. I used to be able to just talk to normally. I lived in the court.
Yeah.
So I'm just going up to the statue and just kind of be like, so like, can you help? Like, it's kind of your domain. What can we do to help?
These really aren't gods to the two of us, as like we know that they're just people.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, these are statues of just people, so
exactly. Yeah, they're just
further removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bit weird. Yeah, but I'm gonna go look for a priest to see if there's someone who can heal Rockchild or knows where we go to get him healed.
Certainly, you are fairly easily able to find a priest. You see a man in whitish robes, gathering bits of simple jewelry on him. He is a water genasi, so greenish tinted skin, thin like ears. He's putting on, some air clips. You gather that he is transitioning outfits from like a ceremony to something else.
Brilliant.
As you find him just sort of offset. There's not really anywhere for him to hide in the building, but like, he's made himself scarce for the moment while you guys have been in here.
Brilliant. I immediately go up to this one specifically, and say,
Yeah.
Excuse me, friend, kind of fucked up at the moment. He needs someone to heal them. He's got like nerve damage. I think he's like kind of blind, and it's getting worse. Is there anyone who is able to heal him or take a look at him? Is there a certain god, a minor deity that we need to go to? I'm not really familiar with the religion on this island.
Let us see what prayer can do, and just let's begin by taking me to the one with the condition.
Okay, it's the one blabbing in front of the statue quite loudly.
He's doing the like Sims worship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one right over there, and I point to Rockchild, and I kind of just guide this water genasi over there, trying to explain what's wrong with him.
Right. So as Robin leads this priest over, is there anything Temerin is doing? Or sorry, Torren is doing. Wow, I have too many T's on the mind right now. Just Torren's not. Yeah, Torren's good.
Just kind of taking it all in.
Torren is now an explosive material.
Yeah. So, Rockchild, about your third attempt, you are approached by a very well-robed water genasi.
Gods, is that you?
No, child. I am the keeper of this temple.
Oh,
Robin is just gonna go.
You've done a great job. It looks good.
Yeah. Your friend tells me you are troubled. He kneels down across from you, just sort of sits on his knees.
Well,
what troubles you?
well, you see, it all started when I was a child.
Oh, God damn it. Rock, this isn't therapy.
Oh, you're talking the other problems.
Temple, you're at the other end with Shog, and he's over by.
Anyway, I go back to the statue and I go, so like, what's your favorite tree?
I can't see very well. All the color's gone, and I don't feel pain from the heat anymore. And I'll show like my mutilated hand that's very hastily
Badly burned
bandaged.
hand.
Yeah.
He's like, he's like, ooh. He doesn't, he records. Now you gather this man is not used to seeing like gore.
Oh, sorry. I thought I
This is a,
bandaged.
this is a fairly well-to-do priest in a fairly well-to-do city.
But can you help? I have a lot of issues. I also, how do you pray to gods? How do you pray to them? Like I tried sending a message, but I don't know if I got left on hold or if like there's a recording system.
I live in a place without phones. You're using like the akin to phones.
Yeah.
Here you are not of the Isle. Very rare for that to be inside the walls, but
Yeah, they just let anyone in over here.
So hard.
Yeah, they just let anyone in here.
And anyway, the gods do not particularly ascribe to that practice. Here on the island, prayer is accepted. However, the gods listen most to alms, and he produces for you a wooden flute. This was the latest gathering offered to the gods, and he points back over to the god Karik, and you see it is a wooden flute, and it's inscribed on it. You see in Elvish, very childlike handwriting, is a name and a prayer to help him to help whoever it is master the instrument. Inscribed alms is typically how the gods are connected to. Every day or after every sermon, whichever so comes first, we collect the alms and help to ferry their prayers further to the gods.
So, how can I send one to him? And I'll point to Carrick and then point to Eldris.
Well, it's really quite simple. Acquire an object which you believe would be befitting the god in question, and you inscribe on it your name and a simple prayer or thanks or whatever it is you happen to wish to express to the god, and lay it at their feet in the temple.
So can I do that with my drum and lay it at Carrick's feet? Because it's an instrument?
Yeah, you won't get it back.
I know. That's why I'm doing the drum.
Yeah, and you basically you can inscribe on it whatever you want.
Okay.
To say, and then leave it at his feet, and that'll be the message from Eldris, or from Rockchild to Carrick, or from Rockchild to Eldris. That's typically how it goes. You notice as you look around, there are like some seashells at the feet of Maudlin right now. Things like that. Someone has left a matchbook before a mirror. It's kind of just about anything gets placed before these gods.
Okay, yeah, I want to do an inscription on the drum and place it at Carrick's feet.
Yeah, and you can decide whatever that inscription is now or later as you come up with it.
I basically just want to say I'm looking for answers and I'm looking for guidance, and that I'm a bard, so I'm looking to hear words of wisdom from Carrick. Some guidance.
Interesting. All right. Oops, didn't mean to click that button.
Now, does Robin see me actively pray to this?
Yeah, everyone can see it. There's no real way to conceal it as you make your alm to perform your votive tribute. Can I get... All right, I'm going to try some... So for your religion here, for this prayer, I want to hear hi-lo from you, Justin. Hi-lo.
Hi.
All right, and Gwendolyn, because you brought the priest, evens or odds?
Odds.
You place the drum before the feet of the god Carrick, and it seems to be accepted by the statue.
How can he tell?
Well, nothing really happens, but it seems to be accepted.
Okay.
It's just there, you don't put the drum down and then the hammer hand fall from the statue and clatter. There is no grand thing of oh God, this God has rejected you.
All right.
It'd be really funny if it just burst into flames.
Yeah.
So I have to leave an offering for Eldris then. Are there examples of things there, or is his area just clear?
His area is currently clear at the moment. However, the priest says the church does sell small alms of, fired clay and the simple, cheap things that you can buy to, inscribe with your prayer for those who don't, have anything in particular.
Can I ask a personal favor to be included in the shop?
What?
The crudely carved Eldris symbol.
No, the symbol of his cult.
Yeah, the crudely carved one, not a good one, a crude one.
The one whose cult killed your family?
Yes, yeah, that's the irony.
This symbol? That's not irony, that's asking for a traumatic flashback.
I can already hear Fortunate Son in the background.
No, unfortunately. So the alms are fairly basic. So you are presented with a wooden medallion with a snowflake on it, as he is the god of winter.
I will do that, and I will also carve an alm into a gold coin. Because what's more chaotic than defacing money?
Certainly. What do you carve into your alms?
I want to ask what the deal is with kobolds and why are they such a violent people?
All right, high odds again. Here we go. High odds again.
Oh no, he's writing in Roman, so one word compared to English is 5 words.
No, he's writing in German. Where it's just one giant word.
That explains a very niche specific feeling, yes.
The feeling of hatred towards kobolds.
The feeling of hatred one has towards someone from your childhood.
Schlieffen Kindermog.
Oh god. The worst part is we made that up. That's probably going to be phonetically correct.
Oh my god, yeah.
You think about it.
Any German folk, please let us know.
Oh god. All right. So, interesting. You place the alm down. Once again, nothing really seems to happen too much. But the alm does appear to be accepted.
Wonderful.
You are given this alm because you appear to be in a great deal of distress and look like you came out of a fire.
Yeah, because I'm still charred.
You have been digging through soot and rubble for the past hour.
Yeah, I guess we're not.
I guess people look like you just came from hell and are begging God for help.
Yeah, I guess we're not exactly wearing our Sunday best now, are we?
And I dropped to my knees and I'm praying.
No one has judged you for this, but you look like you just came from a trauma.
We did. I did.
Well, at least it's accurate.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And once again, the happy xylophones will not stop.
Well,
God, I love it.
Hopefully the gods respond to my prayers.
You could be dying horribly right now. I'd still be playing the happy music.
Do 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 do.
It's like one of those happy songs, but then you listen to the lyrics and you're like, this is fucked up.
Pumped up kicks, anyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So, does anyone else wish to do anything in the temple?
I kind of want to look around. Do they have a bookshelf?
No, there's not really a bookshelf. The walls are beautifully polished marble, with the little colonnades between each alcove. But for the most part, no, it's an open area for people to gather for worship.
Okay, I want to talk to the priest. As long as he's done.
Okay. Is there any way to find a specific priest that specifically deals with Shog or the goddess of the sea?
So you're in a Temple of the Nine, which means that right now the priests here are just sort of generic. It's a general practitioner as opposed to a specialist. However, you can ask one of the priests or people about in here. There are three priests in the building in total, alongside about 9 other supplicants who aren't you guys.
Okay.
Yep. No, I'm gonna. So if you want to talk to the priest you found, you can do that, or you can try and go up to one of the others who I will generate for you now.
Okay. I will wait for the generator. You know, I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah. All right. So there is the Water Genasi who is currently helping Rockchild. You see that there is what is probably the oldest Aarakocra on Earth. Got like, he's got like, the double cane kind of thing going on. Wings just sort of folded up, just very, this was once, this is an eagle-looking creature, but it's like very vulture-like in its movements at this point.
Ooh,
You
I
gather,
want to talk to that one.
You gather this one is very ancient. And the third one, is a small, is a small sort of child-sized shape, very lean, very lithe. You don't get a good look at its face. This one is hooded and robed with flowers. This one is a little more. This is probably like a what's the word? An acolyte's uniform rather than a full priest's. Given how small and generally young small things are.
Can I talk to the Aarakocra?
Yeah, certainly you may go over and talk to the Aarakocra.
I will talk to the Acolyte.
All right, so we're going to start with the Aarakocra, and then we'll go to the Acolyte. All right, so Gareth, you approach the Aarakocra. Just keeps moving, unless you say something to it, like it's getting across the room. That's its goal for the day.
Howdy, old timer. Got a moment to speak?
The head, like, selection as it stops, goes, oof. Your manners are a bit lackluster, but what do you require, child?
Yeah, it looks like you've seen a few days or two. I was hoping you could tell me some stories about the Nine.
Ah, yes. Oh,
You probably have a tale or two that's probably not well known.
There are many tales of the Nine in all my 33 years.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Fun fact. Aarakocra don't usually live longer than 30.
Okay, so he's not that old.
He's ancient for his people. That's the point. Everything is subversion. Everything.
So he's like the average human 30-year-old who's been working a job for a manual labor job.
Yep. Yeah. There have been many a tale. Is there something in particular you are seeking, child?
How about the founding? Supposedly these gods were involved in it, right?
Yes, the Ascendant Nine are the reason for the founding of Venzor. We have them arranged here in the order of their gathering, of course. As the gods gathered, so did each one come to gather in the first, taking clockwise from the door. First there was Eldris. Then there was and he's like, has some trouble breathing there for a moment. Not me, the actual person. Then there was Keramikus. Then Maudlin, then Nui, Kerek, Emir, Belafon, Shog, Camorin. Each one was needed in their own way for the journey.
What did they do?
Well,
Like what? What
They-
did they do? Like what did? Also, did they? Like why would they come here? What was special about this place?
gods had foreseen the end. Even a rare sight, even among the gods, is that they foresaw the darkness that would eat all their worlds. And so they sought a safe haven from it, a holy land. And for centuries they did strive to find it. And at last they came here. And on this isle, we are safe from the end of all things. The end that will come.
So 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 it's supposed to come anyway, but this is supposed to be a safe haven?
There shall be darkness in all the universe. The stars shall wink out one by one. The hells shall freeze and fall silent, and the heavenly choirs of the upper planes shall sing no longer. But Venzor will carry on. Alone pick in an endless void.
How will it carry on? What like what magic did the gods use to protect Venzor from this end?
The gods discovered Venzor, and in it they have made it a safe haven, perhaps from its own makings, perhaps from them own selves. I cannot really say. The gods are careful in their secrets of this magic, lest it become undone by unruly hands.
And what does this darkness look like? Or well, I guess it's darkness, but like what are signs? Like how do we know on the other planes the end has come?
It simply comes. The sun blinks out of existence. The moon does not rise in the sky. Fire sheds neither light nor warmth, and all things come to die. That is
Fire
at
and
least
no
the
warmth?
story. That is at least the story, yes. Supposedly, though the gods in their wisdom did bring us across the great astral sea long before it could strike at our homelands. Many of our homelands still, in fact, exist, but a few have gone into the darkness.
Is there one more question, I guess? Where might there be a near temple to Soleg?
You mean, are you trying to say Shog?
Shog, why do I keep saying Soleg?
Because I used a Gaelic term, and it's and it doesn't match the spelling.
God damn it. Shog.
Yeah, Shog. It's just like, you would find him, here. I would seek a garden or a granary. Where Viz goes, Shog is surely to be found in worship.
Viz? Okay.
Viz, yes, you can recall as a character fairly easily. Viz was the halfling deity that the lumberjacks were making offerings to before entering the corrupted part of Calchect.
Okay. I'll make an okay. So I'm gonna make a note of that to find a garden dedicated to Shog.
Yeah. In the in the city, it would be it's probably it's a little bit harder to find worship of him in a mega city, but it would still by necessity exist. He is not to be neglected as a member of the Nine.
Okay. Because that's the only because my idea is to alert a priest about something unusual going on in the forest.
Yeah.
Not, you know what I mean? Just to get someone else
on the case in some manner. Yeah,
get the religious authorities actually involved because they're supposed to be the ones who
deal with this shit.
Yeah.
But all right, so with that aside, we're going to go to Robin now. So, Robin, you approach the hooded the hooded acolyte. The clothes are bit much loosely flowing robes. They kind of resemble Maudlin's outfit a little bit if it weren't for the hood and the more robe-like structure instead of the dress. But it's a very similar outfit. This small figure.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach, you can see sort of a pinkish red snout sticking out of it from under the hood.
Did I find a kobold?
I don't know. Did you?
Yeah, I'm going to so are they? Is their hood just so big that I can't see their face even standing in front of them?
So
or are they fully not facing me?
They're sort of just like turned towards one of the statues, sort of just in prayer. So like hood up, head down, kind of thing. Actually, shorter than you at the moment.
What statue are they in front of?
They are in front of a statue to. Oh, he's gonna love this. They're in front of a statue to Bellerophon. Wealth and conquest.
Beautiful. I am going to tap their shoulder and say, pardon me for a moment. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I did have a few questions, and you seem like you're an acolyte that I could talk to. Can I have a moment of your time?
You see like some prayer beads almost fall out of their hand, like, oh no.
I will pick them up and hand them to them.
It's sort of like they lost their place on a rosary kind of deal.
What?
So on
There's
a rosary,
place you need a rosary.
So on a rosary, how it works is each bead is a different prayer. Each colored bead is a different prayer, and you pray in different sets. And you complete the prayer of the rosary by going around every bead and saying the prayer for each bead as you hold it. That is
religious people are crazy. All right.
That's how a rosary works. It's just like you complete the prayer beads by going around each bead saying the prair. Next bead.
Aren't those things long though? Like, isn't that a lot of beads?
Yeah, you are saying about 100 prayers. This is a ritual from a time when most people spent most of their day in church because that was the nicest place around.
Okay.
I mean, like, some people might see it weird, but also some people dress naked and dance around a bonfire.
All right.
I will not be participating in the Neolithic sex cult.
Order in the court. Order in the court. We shall return. But yeah, that's how prayer beads work. The more you know. Okay. Basically, like they've lost like which they've lost like which set they were on. It's like, oh, okay. What is it? What is it?
But they dropped them on the floor.
Like they sort of like didn't fall. Like it's sort of like they fell out. Like they got wrapped around them a little bit. But, like it fell out of their hands. They lost where they were.
Oh, okay.
Like that. Like you like how you fumble it a little bit without.
Oh, okay. Sorry, when you said that, I thought you meant that they just like fell out of their hands. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's like they can't like how you pick up a muffin and it's hot and you go
Yeah.
You're not holding it the same way as you were before. It's kind of like that.
Got it. Then I'll be like, I'm so sorry. I just needed someone to talk to, and the other priests are a bit more busy, and I'm gonna kind of point to Gareth talking to one of them, and then Rockchild being healed / guided by the Genasi.
Yes, I suppose they are. Well, what is it? What is it you need? Yes, I hope this doesn't cause a major economic decline. It's like she's like just like she stopped praying to the god of wealth. It's like, oh shit. Gonna have a recession now, and they're gonna blame me.
The economy, fools.
So we came to Eaverness because there's kind of a situation that's linked to the reason that Venzor was founded, and it's very connected in religion and certain things that I'm not quite familiar with, and I've also been told not to talk to people about. So I was just wondering if there has been anything that you've noticed with the gods, or with, you know, offerings or prayers where there might be disruptions, or things that were different, that there might be a sign that something's happened to the gods, or maybe Venzor has lost favor with the gods, anything like that. I don't know if you're aware of the situation that happened in Calchek Forest, and some other things that have been happening around as well. What is the... Hold on, I have to look at the map for a second, because I can't remember the name of the place.
Handouts Venzor, very, very useful tab.
Yes. And so Venzor, it's map 1. I think it's it. Nope, map 1 is too small.
Yeah, map 2. Map 2 is the close-up.
Or what happened in the Black Bay. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but it's things like this that are kind of making me question these things. And we're here to investigate that. If you could enlighten me in any way, even the smallest detail, please let me know, kind of thing.
What's happened?
So in Caltech Forest, the plants were attacking people, poisoning them, and the water itself was poisoned and darkened. And some people thought it was, you know, Shog rejecting or kind of abandoning the forest. But we think it might be something else contaminating Venzor through the water, as that seemed to be the thing that was kind of infecting people and infecting the plants there, and kind of corrupting them in a way.
If someone's fouled the water out there, then yes, Shog would be the person to talk to as far as gods go, but the
thing is it's not a normal poison or fouling. That hasn't come up in anything that we've seen. This seems more magical or ethereal, but yet, you know, as a wizard and as the other people in my party, we're not familiar with this kind of magic. We thought maybe the church would be, or maybe in your founding myths something might be mentioned, trying to lead them without saying the words that will get me thrown in jail.
I really don't know what you're talking about. You know, Shog is not, you know, the gods have not abandoned Venzor. They have, you know, this is their home. This, you know, they're, you know, I assure you, they are all alive and very well. And whatever has happened, we can get their attention. I'm certain they are more than capable of dealing with whatever has gotten into the water, whatever spell has been placed on the water deep in the forests. Probably the druids out there have already concocted something with him. Who knows?
Do you guys often have contact with the gods, like on a quite frequent basis?
Not really me. Like, not me, but you know, I just keep the place going, you know. I don't really have that sort of position or connection for any sort of divine intervention, if that's what you're asking. No, I just facilitate other people and, you know, clean up the things they leave behind, and you know.
And you haven't noticed anything strange at all, even in those going abouts?
When there's something strange.
Not in the prayers, not in the offerings, not in the gods. Like, you know, you do know these are just statues of them, right? They are
Yes,
effigy for the purpose of
aware. Yes,
they're
yes.
they're not just gonna start, moving around. They don't exactly respond to us through the statue.
Question. Does Carrick always have a smile on his statue? Carrick.
Yeah, okay. So he kind of looks at him and just goes. He kind of just looks and goes, "What are you talking about?" All the gods, the gods have their expressions. I suppose you could call what's on his lips a smile, but I always thought he was fairly neutral. Like that weird Italian painting. Was it Monet Lisa?
I'm so glad
Statues
Italians
don't change. Got it.
I'm glad Italians are a D&D race.
They should be a whole class.
There was a whole argument about like beautiful like French carved chairs at one point. I was like, I will fight you all.
All right. So Robin is gonna kind of take this in. I want to do an insight check to see if they are fully telling me the truth.
Sure. Roll an insight check against the kobold priest.
8.
Well,
This is the most honest man in the universe.
Yay! I believe him. Okay. And then I am going to say, you said that you don't have that rank or that connection to divinity. Could you point me in the direction of who does? As I do really want this question answered. If there's any way that you can help me get a meeting with him, I don't know him or her. Are they, if they're quite busy or no? You don't seem to have a lot of problems in Eaverness. I don't know why they would be super busy.
I've not had any personal intervention with them. I've not had any reason to have a personal intervention with them. Usually, we're sort of we sort of help relay who needs help people phrase what they want for when they need help, and then presumably the gods either do something or they don't. They go talk to them or they don't. They don't come to us and say, "Hey, go find that random person who came in 3 weeks ago."
No, I'm saying is there a higher priest that maybe has a deeper connection with the gods that they might like one of my friends, his god, he communes with them quite frequently, and I was wondering if you had one of those flavor of priests. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's Ferris, and he looks at the old Arkrokra, but good luck getting him to share anything with you. I'm pretty sure he hates everyone these days.
Bueller.
Brilliant. Those are my kind of old people, How old is he?
I don't know. He's...
I don't think you can ask that.
old, Like... I don't know, at least
like 30. He's old.
That's just all the people in the room right now. Damn.
Get fucked, elderly people.
It's like... I don't know. He's old. I'm like 9.
The child speaking to a child.
Robin is just like, and I'm 10. I can still gauge other people's ages. Oh, that went Australian for some reason.
The gauges.
That ain't.
Nice.
That ain't a gator. That's a gator.
Oh my god.
Instigator.
It's like I don't know how old he's been here forever, as far as I can tell.
Okay.
I've been a priest ever since I came of age.
What age can you become a priest? Just curious.
Well, if you're a kobold, 6.
No.
Okay. Also, quick question.
Yeah. Fun fact: kobolds become legal adults at 6.
Yep.
Oh.
They mature.
They mature very quick for their age.
I have a person
Perfect for
in
the
my
priest.
party. He's kind of not
no.
how to say this. Not be I would keep your hood up around him. He's the one with the drums, carving into them and whatnot. He was murdered by a cult of kobolds.
He's doing awfully good for being murdered.
I'm not phrasing this correctly. His people were murdered by a cult of kobolds. Quite chaotic and whatnot. So he doesn't really like kobolds. It's very traumatic for him. I just want you to be safe and keep the hood up. He doesn't really understand that not all kobolds are murdering, warmongering people. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's like he's kind of trying to he kind of just looks at you like, since when the hell are kobolds murderers?
Yeah, well, you know, the ones that he met however long ago, to be honest, I'm not exactly sure his age. I think he's also quite ancient.
Hey, what gave that away?
Paired with the
I'm also 10, you know.
Age is weird, you know, that
Yeah.
Who knows how old the Aarakocra is? He looks like he's 100, but they don't live that long.
Yeah.
It's weird. But look, if you really want, if you really want to talk to someone about what it's like to actually speak to a god, I'd recommend just going to Low, the Aldwin. And he just sort of points back to the first one you had with the jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
He's in charge of things here. I mean, Ferris does what he wants because it's Ferris, but
all right. Well, thank you for your help, and I am so sorry for interrupting you. I will let you get back to pray in peace.
all right. Good luck, kid.
Says to the older kid.
Yeah. Well, he has been, he has graduated kobold school. He has made his way into the priesthood. Like he is 3 years into professional development at this point.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kind of go up to Torren, kind of check in on how Torren's doing, because he's kind of been in the background.
Yeah. So Torren, what are you up to?
I've been in the back. I've been letting everyone, get acquainted with the new gods. Everyone's not from here, so Robin comes up, and I will put my flask away. Robin, did you have a nice chat with that? Were you talking to a child?
Yeah, a child priest. Yeah, they have one of those here. Were you communing with your god?
I am in a holy temple, of course, yes.
Yeah, I was just talking to the child priest, and he hasn't really noticed anything odd, but he's kind of low on the totem pole of speaking with divinity and whatnot. So I think we need to talk to Lo, the Genasi priest that's helping out Rock, once he's done, to see if they've noticed anything odd with the gods. But yeah, how is the conversation with your god going?
It's very insightful. So you are saying that the child that you were talking to is not able to commune so well?
No, they don't really commune with a god. I think we need to find someone who does.
Do you want to give him a shot?
No, I don't.
I'll do a shot.
I don't think we should. They are still a child, remember?
And you see, that is why it's so funny, because it is the child. it is a joke. I would not give child alcohol.
Right. They are younger than me, so.
To be fair, they do come of age earlier, though.
Torren, roll me a nature check, because you've lived on this very multi-national island here.
No. Like,
You have no idea. Everyone matures and dies the same way as humans do. Dwarves, kobolds, it doesn't matter. You know, it's 18 or nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Robin is going to kind of like assess Torren right now and be like, Torren, are you okay? I felt like we haven't checked in a while, and we're all kind of having issues. So I'm just like, how are you doing on the scale? You seem like you've had a lot going on, but also we don't know exactly because a lot of it's in there.
Again, says the child who just went on a revenge murder attempt, yet like the day before.
Listen, this child is bouncing between being a child and being a responsible adult because that is what they've had to do for most of their life. They have no idea what place they need to have and where they gotta be.
At some point, we have to find this child a fucking therapist.
Half the party needs a therapist.
We need the
you
party
specifically.
Therapist. Yeah, we should get him a therapist before we get me a therapist.
Hey, now.
The party just has group therapy sessions with the local doctors.
Yes.
You people are fucked.
So it's gonna be like Renfield, right? Just I'm going to an AA meeting because my boss is.
Dude, I want to see that movie so badly. It's gonna be amazing.
Might be dealing with something more than narcissism here.
It might be demons. Have you tried doing some cocaine about it?
Anyway.
But yeah, so I'm asking Torren like how he's doing, what's going up with them. Torren's been there for Robin, so Robin wants to try and be there for Torren.
Aw, the child is checking up on their father.
Figure.
Yes.
No, at this point, this is full house. We just need to adopt 2 more children. We're full house.
Which one are you? You're Joey.
I'm definitely Joey.
So I'm Uncle Jesse. I'm okay with that.
I am.
Congratulations, Caleb. You're Bob Saget.
Anyway.
Danny Tanner.
Anyway, back to the conversation actually happening in the game.
Yep.
I mean, well, I'm not good. I have not been good for a while. But, like, I don't know, I mean, I have Crazy Wizard in head who tells me to kill Orc.
Do it now.
Kill me.
Shut up. Maybe something very bad is happening. To which we can't say what it is. But I am having fun with friends. I am teaching you how to be good thief like me. So, I don't know, 50-50.
Is Robin aware of the whole, I know we have Don John, but how do you say their name? It starts with like a K.
Karamikus?
No.
Of Don John and Kazima?
Yes, Kazima.
I've not revealed anything about Kazima.
He's not revealed anything about the Goddess of Secrets.
Okay.
The Goddess of Secrets probably thinks is very fun.
Yeah.
Keeping her a
Okay.
secret. Ooh. I like.
Okay. So, Robin is kind of gonna put their hand on Can they reach your shoulder? Probably not.
No. No. I will kneel down.
Okay, thank you. Robin will put out their hand to tap your shoulder as you lean down so that they can do so. And we'll go. Okay, well, I know you can't be good, but on the scale, and if you need to talk, I am here, because you do have a murderous voice inside your head, not, more than other people, because there's a second one. So.
You should see a doctor about that.
And I think that's a lot to go through. I'm glad that you're having fun with us, and I'm glad we can bond. But I do worry about you, and yeah, like trying to be as emotional as they can be.
I give Robin a nice hug.
Yeah.
And I'll pick Robin up and be, it is not the child's job to worry. But come on. And I'll put Robin on my shoulders and we'll walk towards Rockchild.
Robin's gonna put their hands up and go, yay, I can see everyone now. I'm so tall.
Still a child at heart.
Yeah.
Yes, I honestly, I should probably do this all the time because you were right at ass level and it must be very...
I'm not that short. I'm like, shoot, how short am I? Hold on, let me check.
Child size?
Because Rockchild is 6'4".
Well, if you're short by Gwendolyn standards, yeah, that's
2'2".
I am not short.
Just vertically challenged.
I'm gonna hit you.
Everyone is short.
I have the sanctity of distance and time between us, Gwendolyn. So I challenge you to hit me.
Listen, I am going to put this on a mark, and the next time I see you in person, you are owed several hits, several kicks, a kick to the shin specifically.
Because that's all you can reach.
Glenn, I will personally drive you to Justin's
Aaron,
house.
that's not fair. You cannot
totally
assess
fair
the challenge.
I want to see this happen.
You want to see me beat up?
Also, I want Cheesecake Factory, so...
I forget you grew up in a two-horse town.
Just the song "Beat It" has to start blaring out of your car window as you pull up.
Yeah.
But,
As
anyway,
I'm sitting there
back
playing
to
Just
the
Eat It.
conversation at hand.
Sorry,
How short is
I
Robin?
I cannot find where I put their height. I'm gonna be honest.
All right.
It's okay, but I'm like around 5 feet. I'm either a little bit shorter than it, or at 5 feet. Because I don't think I made them my height. I think I made them shorter.
I
they
also
are a
like how
child.
your reference for not being short is 5 foot. Is it like once you hit that 5 foot mark, you're no longer short?
Guys, you're so mean. I'm not short, especially in the world of D&D. There are dwarves and kobolds. That's short, okay?
It's all relative.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There could be tall dwarfs.
It's just, no one expects a human to be outclassed by the average dwarf.
I guess you're gonna make 2 stops.
Damn.
Robin isn't a human, so...
Yeah, you're an Eladrin, so what's your point, short round?
Zinger.
Anyway, back in the game.
Yes.
Back in the game, you are all receiving attention from various priests. Is there something you would like to do?
Kill them all.
Is Lo done healing or helping? Is he actually gonna heal Rockchild?
He's helped Rockchild get some alms and votives out, but he has not healed Rockchild. Because Rockchild has asked him. Rockchild has asked him how to pray.
Oh, can I ask him to heal me, like to help restore my vision? I did show him my hand. I did ask him for help.
Yeah, he did show me, and he's kind of like, I really wouldn't know too much about that sort of physical magic, but if I gather what has happened, you have been afflicted by a curse, and my knowledge of such things is can either try to acquire some very high-level magic and mages to remove it, or you could attempt to destroy whatever votive has placed the curse upon you, whatever object is imbued with the source of that curse. Especially if it's a sustained curse, as it seems to be in your case.
I think I need the strongest magician you have available. I don't think we can destroy the source.
Not with that attitude.
Gareth, you did not see what I saw.
Powerful enough mage to attempt this. Okay. Ooh, that is. I suppose could send for someone powerful enough to come here. It would be quite expensive.
Name your price.
Actually, be careful with that. We don't have a lot of money.
It's not mine to name. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find it properly.
Okay.
Magic theme, no. Because there is a chart somewhere for how much this stuff is supposed to cost. I don't have, but we could call for someone and see how what they would assess attempting to heal you of this would be.
Yes, please. Let's do that. I have gold. I will pay. I need my vision restored.
Here it is. Specialties, yes. So I know it would cost 100 gold or more to attempt what you're asking.
Okay.
But we can see who will come on down to help with this. We will wait a while.
If that is the cost, then I will pay.
Yep. All right. Let me gather what I can here. Cendric. And the little prayer, once again, the prayer bead. Oh hell. Yes, Aldwin. You see a little creature with white hood and robes, little pinkish snout piercing out from under them. Cendric, go over to the one of the Magi guilds and have them bring a healer for this man's affliction. He has offered to pay. Hopefully you can find the help you need. Of course, but the prayers can wait. Yes, Aldwin. And you see the little fella scamper out right past you. Swish of a red tail.
Oh no!
Long robes. As he runs like a little velociraptor.
Oh.
I'm gonna go up to Rockchild and be like, "Oh, that was a child priest. Pretty sure he's dragonborn." Just flat out lying to Rockchild.
Can I roll an insight?
Sure, you can run insight.
Okay.
Or we can let the Aldwin's fat mouth spill it all for you.
Yeah, either one.
Let's see what insight does, just for the fun of it.
Yeah, can I tell she's lying? Oh, no, they're not lying. Oh, no. I believe them.
Well,
why would I ever lie to you about something so important as your trauma?
I would.
Sendak is not a dragonborn. My child. It is a common mistake, especially among those not used to seeing these smaller races.
What are they then? I'll ask.
Robin is just gonna go no. Like behind Rockchild, just to the Genasi.
All right, let's roll for Oblivious Priest.
Yes.
18. The priest sees you and just kind of looks at you. Are you all right, child? There are no bathroom services in this facility.
Oh no! So what species was that child?
Was no child. He is full grown and worked here for a few years now. Actually, very surprisingly prestigious assignment for him. All things considered.
Wow, that was so. You speak well for this.
Yeah. He's yeah. Usually our acolytes are a little more seasoned in this district, but well, you know.
I do want to ask him the same thing that I asked
schemes.
Eldris of like, are all kobolds warmongering like beasts? Because like I saw the statue out down in the Forge district.
What are you talking about? Warmongering beasts? The kobolds are the furthest from it. They're usually some of the most clever people. There's a statue in the foundry to a rather innovative one. Won the favor of not one but two of the ascendant gods, which is no small feat to achieve.
A horde of religious zealot kobolds slaughtered my family when I was a child.
Sorry to hear that. I cannot speak to the lawlessness of the worlds you come from, but here on Venzor, we are all quite civilized.
What is the name of the world I come from?
You come from what is known as Faerun.
I come from Faerun.
Many gods come from Faerun. Among the Ascendant, I believe the gods of Eldris and possibly Nue hail from there.
Oh. What?
Yes.
What happened to Faerun?
Faerun's, as far as I know, it still exists. War is its general rule, as it has always been. There is not too much to tell as far as I know. Ships still come from there on the regular. But you know, I am not a historian or a merchant, so I really wouldn't know too much about their current state.
It's been a long time since I've been home.
That is the woe of many a traveler. Sometimes returning home is more alien than the places you visit.
That struck a note with Rockchild, so I'll just nod along and like, no words.
Yes. Here days the hatred of kobolds would not do you much. They are not the most populous of the peoples here, but they are still a peoples.
Would any facility have a history of the kobolds or have information about this sect that may have attacked my people?
Depending on when the attack came from, maybe. Information about the other worlds is not really gathered beyond too much beyond what the Mercatari collect for the purposes of.
Would I know that it's been a few hundred years, or?
Time is a little wonky. You're not sure how long it's been. You just know it's been long.
Okay.
This would not, this would not be a recent attack.
So maybe it's in the history book somewhere.
Yeah, maybe it's in a history book somewhere. Maybe the Mercatari have records of it, on account of the fact that a major war like that would probably affect prices.
Yeah. Okay.
Like your best bet is to check for the Mercatari first.
So I'll just straight up ask, like, kobolds aren't the enemy?
No one is the enemy. There is no such thing as that here.
Okay, and after he says that, I want to walk over to Torren and go, is this true? Like, should I not worry about kobolds? Even though the statue?
should you not be racist towards a whole race of people?
Torren's over here like, don't be racist.
I didn't
And
know there
Justin's
was.
like, ah.
So
I didn't know there was a
I have
difference
questions
between
for
them.
you.
I've only ever seen one kind, to be fair.
You know, I have a question.
Out you
My
did.
my mother was killed by orc. So I hate orcs and I have to kill you right now. We cool?
Do it.
If you feel it necessary.
Okay, that's not the emotional response I was trying to elicit.
The blackening is strong within him. Soon he will not care for friend or foe. He has the empathy. Strike him down.
I just feel like if you have your own destiny, I should not be the one to stand in front of it.
Do you really think that would be what someone will call destiny?
If it is what the fates foretold, then yes, of course.
I don't think racism is destiny.
You know what? I can tell you how to feel.
Destiny is all.
All
I
I'm
can
saying
tell
is,
you what to do.
my family was not murdered by Genasi, you know.
Okay.
Rockshot
We
was a-
Alright,
murdered
so here's
a
what-
lot of families, though. Now that I think
Hold on.
about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
hold
go
on a
ahead.
second. Oh.
Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. Look, I can change the way you feel about different peoples and cultures, but what I can do is make you more open with how you feel. And I'm going to cast can I please for the flavor of this, because it's funny, can I cast Disguise Self on Rockchild?
To what end?
I just want to make his clothes like white robes, and then give him a nice pointy white hat,
Oh no!
just so that you can accept yourself.
Too bad we don't have a spell of polymorph to turn him into a kobold.
Look, I don't hate one specific color of kobold. I hate all kobolds.
Yeah, that's still racism, mate. That's a race of people that you hate. You know.
Is it a race or a
aside from, like,
species?
I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to take this conversation outside and away from the steps of the temple. You are disturbing many of the traditions.
I would like to. I would just like.
Looks.
I would just like to point out while they're having that entire conversation, Gareth has gone back to talking to the statue of Sog. Just trying to get an answer.
Hey, can I get a religion check from Gareth?
Cool.
I want to see something fun happen.
I'm just trying to understand, but that's all.
Let's see. Okay, I don't have my stats pulled over here. Religion. Where are you? Oh, okay, so it's plus 0. 13.
13. Statue continues to statue. For the most part, you just seem to be attempting to have a normal conversation with, with a block of stone.
This is very one-sided.
Yeah. Yes.
Like,
Hey.
come on, bud. Like, come on, give us something here. It's your forest. Come on.
Yeah.
You know what it is. Come on.
The
Gods.
sun is beginning to move off of his statue at this time. When the little red kobold will come jogging back up the steps. In tow behind him is a somewhat scrawny-looking, what at first you take to be some sort of like halfling elf mix, but after a moment, you realize that this small person is in fact a kender. Comes jogging up. Goes, all right, yes. Oh, I don't run. So, what's the problem? What's the problem? Someone needed something.
Oh yes, I can't see color.
That's a new one. That's a new one. What'd you do to get stuck with that? Kick someone's dog?
No. Maybe you should take a look before I answer any questions, because I don't want to be arrested.
All right, now what'd you really do, you two-string oaf?
Just please take a look.
The Kender uses his taunt ability to drive you up a wall. Yep.
Look, I saw something in the water in the forests.
And that blinded you?
And yeah, ever since then, I've been blinded, and then I'll show him my palm of my hand, and I don't feel pain or warmth from fire. That was a new one.
That is fun. We got an escalating thing here. All right, well, I can't guarantee this is gonna work. It's pretty powerful magic, but I can try if you got the coin for it.
How much might it be?
120.
I'll be able to swing it, but just barely.
All right, pay the 120 gold.
Yes.
He's gonna go, all right.
I'll chip in 20.
Oh, perfect.
He holds his hands together and just starts to pull something together, and he's just he begins a little bit of a chant for the spell. My throat is a little hoarse. You gather you gather that he is calling upon the goddess Malele as a warlock. Malele being the goddess of passion, called upon to awaken warmth and light within people.
Oh, please God work. Please God, I will be religious to her.
And he blasts his hands onto you, and you feel a blast of heat and warmth. You didn't realize how cold your skin had gotten until now, almost like you have like a major circulatory issue. And it just blasts into you, and you feel it like how a bonfire might blow in the wind, and you have that like wall of like dangerous ember in the night sky. It blows like that, and it washes into you. And it fades. You feel very cold right now. But your vision has not changed.
Oh no.
You're able to gather that it undid that first layer of everything. Fire no longer, no more warmth.
Yeah.
But this curse runs deeper than this mage's power alone.
I still can't see very well. I do feel a lot warmer.
The goddess has given you back what can be given, at least as far as I can give it for one go.
Do you have a buy one get one special going currently?
Afraid not, my friend. The power of the magic is somewhat taxing, and my spells are quite limited.
Can you give me a recommendation to another mage?
You get a specialist. Also, do you take
Can I get a
Medicaid
referral,
for
please?
insurance?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe more doses will help, maybe not. I know the first dose did, but there's only so much that that one of us can do, and everyone's gonna cost, unfortunately. Uh, not he's like visibly sweating after the spell. Not felt like this afterwards in a long time.
I will do anything for another dose. Anything.
That's creep. That's
Aaron, why do you have to make everything bad?
because it's you. I know what you're thinking.
Phrase everything weirdly.
Listen, I can give you another shot, but then I'm tapped, and it's gonna be the same price as before.
Fuck, I don't have that much money. I had enough for the first
much
one.
Magic. I'm sorry, mate. As much as I care, we really do here. You know, serving Malele and all, but I gotta eat. I got bills to pay. Rent ain't cheap. Like, you can't look him over like, he is, you know, he has decent robes, and the hems on them are all like completely frayed. So it's like, you know, like this guy's got like one good shirt, kind of economic situation.
That's frustrating. Okay, there's not much I can really do then. Is there anyone who might be a little more economical? Is there a cheaper branch I could go visit?
Well, I don't recommend it, but if you're really desperate, there's always a potion monger of some sorts about. Maybe they'll have something to you, but in my opinion, they're just selling snake oil.
Well, my friend, I have no color vision at the moment, and I'm sure
you're slowly freezing to death.
I don't know which is a worse fate.
Yeah. Things could always be worse. I don't know who you pissed off, but they got some power behind them. That was...
I will just look him straight in the eyes, no expression, go, there's something in the water.
They're putting too much iron in the water.
The iodine.
Yeah, and there's cyanide in the fillings. But I don't get paid to ask why. Just get paid to fix it.
I really wish I could tell him that it's the blackening and watch him freak the fuck out.
I'm gonna go back home.
Okay.
You'll have a nice trip.
You have a blessed journey home.
Waves off, yes, yeah. Save it for the God-fearing, not the God-wielding.
God-wield? Which god did he bless me with, by the way?
He used his power as a warlock of Malele, the goddess of passion.
That's hot. Okay.
She is the emissary of warmth and light.
But she's not one of the Ascendant, then, no.
No, she is the sainted. She is a minor deity. He is, you know, much, you know, he's...
Carrick might be able to heal me.
If you can get a hold of him or someone with clerical powers devoted to him, possibly.
I mean, I left a voicemail.
Yeah.
A long rambling voicemail, but
yeah. Speaking of which, is there anything else you guys like to try and do at the temple?
No, I'm done.
Do the temples have a record room that we can enter?
No, the temple does not have like a public records office. This is a place for...
Doesn't have to be public. I will break in.
You did not see one, no, sorry.
Okay. All right.
I know it's a clever idea, but unfortunately it is not it is not here.
Yeah.
With that, I just want to double check one thing, because we are coming to the end of our time. Justin, Rockchild prayed to what did Rockchild pray to Eldris for again?
Asking for answers about the kobolds and the ones that destroyed his family.
All right. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna keep that in mind as we say our as we say our goodbyes for tonight, as it is 11. We will pick up with the Knaves at the front door of the temple next time. Thank you, everyone, for watching. As it
Goodbye.